today. From Empower Field at Mile High in
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki.
Finding space at the 40.
And finally, down at the 41-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. The numbers for Mixon last week, 15 carries, 60 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. Now it's Mixon running right, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. To throw on 2nd down, Garvin. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. The Broncos had 8-6 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Garvin. Flushed out right.
Finding his target, it's Trey McBride.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Garvin.
Got his man, it's Dulcich.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, he looks calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now, way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings, just so professional, mature. Looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares about the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing.
Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. So important in this league to capitalize on the other team's mistakes. Here they force the turnover on the opening drive, then come right down and score.
And I would add that it's important to capitalize on other teams' mistakes early. That way, you build confidence for yourself and your team. You start playing a little more freely. And you let the other guys know we're prepared to play.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Now it's Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They'll run. Here's Burton, the fullback. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown.
His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Lutz with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Cincinnati set to take over once again.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Burrow will throw. Now a short one to Gesicki. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Now Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Mixon. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And Chase going to pick up a Bengals 1st down as a tackle made at the 18.
Mixing up the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0.
Now 2nd and 5.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Here's Burrow. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Baron Browning.
What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. On 2nd down, Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Here's Higgins out on the right side. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
Eluding the pressure right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point count.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Ready for the 2nd half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Broncos offense set to begin this 3rd quarter.
Throwing to start the drive.
Garvin able to get this one to McBride.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing on 1st down. Garvin.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Garvin. This will complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Right back to Jeudy, and it's complete.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. They'll look to throw again. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Back to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Throwing again, it's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Burrow looking to pass. Now a short one to Gesicki. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 2nd down. A handoff to Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Now it's Burrow.
On the screen, this is Evans.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Boyd. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. To the air again, Burrow. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
On the slant, completes to Sutton.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, Garvin flush to his right. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Well, we both know there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Operating from the gun, Garvin. His throw caught at about the 5.
And the Broncos are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
57, Mike, 57. Don't get nervous.
Ready. Williams trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Williams will try again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he won't get to the marker as they're going to stop it for a 2nd straight play right at the line of scrimmage. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Lutz is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Burrow. And that's complete to Brown.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Here comes 2nd down. Throwing, Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
1 timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10.
Now a throw here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Burrow.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Broncos.
Room to maneuver at the 35.
And That should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Oh, yeah. On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A final shot now for Burrow. He'll look underneath and finds Brown. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed.
This player has a zone ability. This is a powerful ability.